Hi, I'm the Erican, your new favorite singer. My first song ever, The Deal, is out on every streaming platform now. First off, I am so sorry. I had to wait a little bit to get access to my YouTube. Didn't know that accounts were made for me. I'm still very, very, very new to this whole process and social media. I did not grow up on social media. I just could not take the anxiety of it.
I can't take the pressure of it. But don't you think any job interview...
Thank you to my 10 subscribers, I think, on here. Hi, nice to see you. Stay tuned, I do have more music coming out. But in one of my last videos, I received a lovely comment from a lovely person asking how did I get started in music and how I made my first song, The Deal. Those are gonna be two different videos. This one is just how I got started. But yeah, thanks so much for listening. Again, if you have not listened to The Deal, stop this video and go listen to it, please. And if you already listened to it, on the video, go listen to it. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. New music is coming out though. I've just been anxious. So, my start in music goes all the way back to kindergarten. Bingo. Bing bang. There was a random frog poster in my kindergarten teacher's class. It was, yeah, it was like a weird little poem. I don't really remember it. It was like fuzzy, but so fuzzy that honestly, when I looked at the poem, I don't know if I was inspired. I don't know if I was inspired by it and wanted to do something just like that, or if my little sassy self said, I can do something better than that.
I think I know more about American Girl than you do, genius.
Which honestly, the latter might be possible. Honestly, it could be. But yeah, started from there. I didn't know how to make beats. I tried to do instruments. The only instrument I got, clarinet. But I was like, I don't want to grow up to be Squidward. And then I grew up to be Squidward.
Too bad that didn't kill me.
Didn't we all though? Okay. So yeah, I didn't know much about like beats or instruments. So I honestly just was like a writer. I really loved writing. I really loved reading. I was one of those kids in school that just like really loved reading. I was just good at it. And I could just show off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? No, and my dad, he was really into music. My mom, she's a good singer. I think they had like a record label when they were younger or something like that. But either way, I just always really liked music, and I really think I got it from them. I was always really fascinated by like TV shows. Like my sister would constantly watch like SVU, and I would be really inspired to just like write about, I don't know. I feel like media in the time that I'd grown up in like the 2000s, it was really nice. I thought it was just like really cool that like I could see as a child like all these different ranges of emotions and all these like really real stories, you know? I didn't grow up in no pretty place, so I was always, you know, surrounded by like real stories, like people going through a lot of things. And I don't know, it was just like, I genuinely like, it was just nice because it felt like I was learning to empathize with storylines, with things that I didn't know happened to people, things that I didn't know happened to people. Like, I remember being really young and basically in retrospect, writing a song basically about like protesting domestic violence and like praying the victims would get away. Like, I was really obsessed with songs like Mary J. Blige's Runaway Love, Emily Osment's Marisol. I just like felt like that really captured the essence, and I would hold on to like these little scraps of paper, my notebooks from school, and I would just write, and then sometimes I'd show my teachers, and sometimes I'd show my parents, and all of them always had the same response. You wrote this? Are you sure you wrote this? Where'd you steal this from? I was just like, can I write? Am I working with something? Wait a minute. And then around like 16, I started using Soundtrap. It's this like online website because I couldn't afford to buy, I was like 16. I could not afford to buy like FL Studios or any other ones. I couldn't, I don't know what they are, but I couldn't, sorry, I couldn't afford them. So like, that was there, and it was free, and unless you had like a couple dollars to your name, then you could have a subscription. But I would like download YouTube Beats and just write and sing, like most people do. But at that age, I swore to myself that I was not ever gonna release music. But also, I was in an environment that, you know, going to Hollywood and singing and becoming a big pop star, that wasn't the thing. But I kind of really just kept it. And but also, honestly, I was really also afraid of, you know, the music industry. And you just seen, it was just so many stories, you know, like 2000s prime time stories like Britney Spears and like ostracizing Miley Cyrus, ostracizing Beyonce, like that's a lot to deal with, you know what I mean? Like, I was brought up on Hannah Montana, like, yo, I was brought up on Hannah Montana. Disney Channel was a great time, but I was brought up on that, and so of course I would have those dreams too. But it just felt like it was just too scary. And there's no privacy, and I just saw all the negatives, and the negatives kept me in place, and I didn't do anything. Then I moved to Boston, fell in love, moved to Boston, and I felt like here I could, shout out to my man, sorry, thank you. I felt like here I was just like, who am I now? Like, I left everything behind in New Jersey. Who am I now? Where do I go from here? And the one thing that I could think of was anywhere. And so I got to thinking, and I was like, well, I love music.
You know I love music.
It'd be cool if I could release some of my music. I think some of my music is kind of cool. But again, I was really afraid. Until, now this is about to become a little think piece. Until Chaperone. Sorry, I have a whole script for this, hold on. As of late though, a lot of my fears about the music industry have been addressed by major stars lately, including Chaperone. I believe that Chaperone has addressed the creepy predatory behavior that musical artists are just supposed to take on the chin and move on. I knew that I would never forgive myself if songs that I made led to my family being vulnerable or exposed, or to me ever being harassed as badly as I saw my faves. I mean, I grew up in the time of Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, Beyonce. I'm seeing at a young age and lifetime that fame brings so much negativity, and the lack of safety that's terrifying. And I think Chaperone has now made it clear that musicians are human beings.
I'm a human being.
And I know that most of the people probably watching are like, well, I'm a small artist, or I'm never gonna release. But like, here on this channel, here in the Air Kingdom, we manifest the life we want. And one way to do that is to speak of it as if you already have it. So when we all reach our deserved heights with our music or our art in any form, or our life in just what we define as success, I believe that these are things that we need to worry about. We need to worry about the societal and the political landscape of the music industry. And now another fear of mine that's being addressed is the demonization of musical versatility. Beyonce. Beyonce has again shifted the music industry as we know it with her masterpiece of an album, Cowboy Carter. Hold on. American Requiem. I just believe that Beyonce has now spoken with her full chest that artists need to stop being pigeonholed into their respective genres by labels, by critics, and sometimes even fans. Like, I'm 24 now. Recording all this music since I've been 16 and keeping it, my style has changed. It has changed so much, and I'm grateful to the period of time in my life where I just made music and sat on it, because I was allowed so much freedom and versatility that honestly, once you really break into the music industry, a lot of people are trying to take away from you. But it's now starting to really feel like the scene is changing. I feel like I've been exposed to so many different genres. You know what I mean? Like, I have dipped my hand into indie, R&B, reggae, pop, rock, happy-go-lucky ukulele music, extremely emotional, like depressed music. Lana Del Rey has raised me. But like I feel like I've done it all. I've dipped my hands into all that and just kept that music. You know what I mean? Yes, that is a low-key hint to expect everything from me. But like, I just feel like the music industry was not really like accepting of that, and it is just now like seeing the benefits of letting these versatile artists just be themselves. Point in case, the amazing Doechii. Yes. So yeah, I just knew when I feel like if I ever were to release music, I could not stick to one genre. I just knew it. There was just no. I just knew it. My ADHD refuses, and so does my Sagittarius. I feel like those fears being addressed is why I kind of was just like, I just did this, and I just made this song, The Deal. And I was sitting, and I just made it, and I was just like, this is a really good song. This is a really good song.
She's really good.
Oh my God, am I gonna start releasing music? Had a whole mental breakdown. And yeah. It really feels like we're in the era of people being able to chase their dreams, and manifestation is real. Prayer is real. Like, I do feel like, honestly, you have to just trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to be consistent and keep going. Because every single person who has said that has said it on a big screen. And every single person who has said that and haven't gone there has said, but time of my life. So I am here to manifest that y'all gonna see me on a big stage one day. Yeah, it is really cool. I already have The Deal out. 158 plays on Spotify. That means so much. I didn't think I could ever do that with a song. So yeah. So that's how I started into making music. Now the next video, I don't know what's gonna come out, but the next video is gonna be how I made The Deal. I might do this in one sitting. Let me do this one sitting, and then I'll release it another time. But cool. Again, I'm the Erican. That's how I started into music. Stay tuned for the next video of how I made my song, The Deal. Again, check out The Deal on all streaming platforms. And I do have a new song coming out soon. I do have another song out with producer Mando from 973, another Jersey producer. He sent me this really cool song, and we put it out, and it's called Trouble. It's a minute long, so like something quick and easy to vibe to. It's lo-fi, it's dope, and it's a little gay, just like me. So yeah. Okay. Well,
That's my life.
if you're taking anything away from this today, chase your dreams. Believe in yourself, and it's really hard to do that, but just keep going. I'm really trying to learn just the fun in it, because the blessings come over time, and right now you have to enjoy the moment. So this is the moment. So thank you to the few people who will see this for now. Cool. Yeah. And this is how I will end every video, because this is how I did it with some of my old friends. And I always thought it was sweet and endearing. So bring your forehead to the camera. Forehead. Put it to the... Mwah! Okay. I am the Erican, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!